But look, we started trending up, hit this, reject, and fade a little more, bro. And then at this point, we cracked this 445.60s and come all the way down here, like even past 445.50. You feel me? So at this point, like I was about to stop out. You know what I'm saying? Like I felt like with all the bearish rhetoric in the markets and stuff, and especially how much we had dumped already, that the likelihood of us just continuing to dump and fade all day was not very high. Like I said, honestly, it was looking bleak for a second. But again, I was able to manage it and average down at the right spot. So then, look, we came down here, right? So I'm seeing this consolidation down here. And I just averaged down again. You know what I mean? I grabbed some more 446 calls. But I was ready to stop out at that point and basically flip my bias to short bias, right? To bearish. But at the same time, what happens if I stop out here and then flip my bias and start trying to fade from down here? It makes no sense because we've already faded. You know what I'm saying? So I feel like most of the move, like at this point, I feel like all of the move to the downside is gone at this point. You feel me? So imagine stopping out here and then flipping my bias and trying to fade from here. You know what I'm saying? Like the losses would have been twice as substantial. You feel me? So like I stuck with it and just averaged down again. And the whole idea behind that was, okay, if I average down more, I lower my average cost. And now we don't need to trend up as much for me to get back to break even or even make a profit on the trades. You feel me? So that's what I did. At this point, like I actually had to leave. You know what I'm saying? Like right around this time, like I had to be out the markets and I was faced with the decision. Do I just stop out and, you know what I mean, just take my red day, or do I leave the trades on and try to manage them from my phone? You feel me? And I chose to manage them from my phone. And I'm actually glad I did, bro, because after I averaged down, you know what I'm saying, I kind of noticed that we were consolidating down here for a good little minute. I mean, if you look from here, look, this is 10:15 to all the way over here going into lunchtime, and we're still down here. So right here, we're consolidating from about 10:15 all the way to about 12 o'clock, so almost 2 hours. Yeah, so finally we start to trend up, but I'm watching it. I'm managing the positions. So like even at this point, as we cross over 446, my 446s are already going in the money. And remember, I averaged down more down here, right? So, I mean, up here, I could have even taken profits. Like at that point, I felt like we were trending up. So I just stayed and let them ride a little bit more. Seen us come down here. And when I seen us come down here towards VWAP, I was like, damn, bro, I should have just freaking took profits, bro. Because yeah, I was up on the 446s, but not the 447s. But once I seen this dump, I was like, damn, I should have just took my profits. But we came down, double bounced off of VWAP and trended up again, tested this level again, which was basically 447 flat. So we break above VWAP, come back down, double bounce off VWAP, come up here, and now we're fighting with this 447 flat, and we rejected off that again. But dude, like at this point, I just felt like the market was trending up, and I knew like once we were able to break above 447, I felt like buyers would step in and take us the rest of the way. And I mean, that's basically kind of what happened. So 447's here, right? Once we broke above 447, I was like, all right, all we need to do is consolidate above 447 and we're good. But we kept playing with it. Like they'd push it up, then we crack 447, break above it, then crack it again a little bit lower. And then once I seen this, we were putting in lower lows. Like I was ready to stop out again. I mean, the 446s were in the money. The 447s or whatever else I had weren't yet. Then once I seen us have the strength to actually be able to break above 447 again, which is a major psychological level. And I mean, you can see it going straight across. Look, rejection here, tried to hold that support, broke down, chopped around it, broke down, held it at support, tried to trend up, ran into resistance. And bro, what I've been noticing on the SPY is that these 50-cent increments are very strong levels, and also 25-cent increments as well. So Obviously 447 flat, 447.25, 447.50, 447.70 or 75 price from a smaller time frame, and even a higher time frame have been respecting like those nice round numbers on the SPY. And I just been trading the SPY. You feel me? And keep in mind, I'm also watching like the Qs and stuff, and also the dollar and the VIX.